Hi, welcome back. In this part, I really just wanted to show you our room all together. So as you can see, I've just taken the liberty of importing the objects we created into here, and I've just basically placed them around the room. Now, there's the door frame we used, and a couple of things. I have added some extra detail into this, but it's literally just a poly tube that I've just pushed into the door frame to give us this sort of more interesting look. So that was literally just 4 poly tubes on this side and 4 on this side. I've then taken the door frame for these back doors and just cut it in half, so I'm only using half the frame, because with this one on the wall here, you'll see we've got a front and a back to our door frame, and for this one and this one that wasn't necessary, so I've literally taken it, cut it in half. Now the other things are as we left them in the tutorial. So here's our kind of chest of drawers here with that nice detailing we put on, the handles we created, and the same with our bed here. It's just the bed and our bed proxy object we'll have in there. So let's unhide that. So there's the proxy bed we created. There's the little bedside table, the wall panels, the skirting boards, the chair rail, the picture rail, and the coving. So everything's kind of been placed neatly in the room. Now there was no big secret to how I did that. It just takes a little bit of time to line all your objects up and scale them correctly. The other thing you'll notice is these doors are new, and we didn't actually go to the process of creating them, but they are extremely simple objects. Basically it's just a cube that's been beveled, duplicated to create this lattice, and then it's a larger cube that I've just extruded inwards to get this shape, and then deleted the face out the center. The reason I didn't bother to go through the modeling process of these is because these are really not that essential to the shop. They're more for casting shadows. If I bring up a quick render here, you'll see these shadows on the floor that are cast by this. So that's more what they were for. And you'll see I took the liberty of putting a little bit of cloth on our couch, which we'll cover in greater detail next time. I also took some time to render out some turntables of some of the models we've created. So I'll just flip open Nuke here, and I'll just play these round. And as you can see, these actually got a very nice solid look to them, and this is nothing special. It's just a standard ambient occlusion render. So I'll flick on to the little bedside table. Same thing, it's a very nice solid looking model. Those bevels that I kept banging on about really worked out for us. They make the piece look very solid, very real, as opposed to a little bit less CG. And these little side details here were created in exactly the same way as these, and the same with these leaves. They were created in the same way we created these patterns. So there you can see again one of the types of handles that we had, and there's one of the other types. So these ones were just a little thicker. So we did create some very solid furniture, very solid looking furniture, and our room overall looks pretty nice. It's got all the elements that you need in it, and we created a lot of reusable stuff, like all this coving and door frames and stuff can be reused, as can the cabinets and the beds and everything else. So you should get quite a bit out of this. Now I'm gonna just pause this here. I mean, really, that's all I did to complete this scene. So we went from the basic room, and I've just literally placed the objects into it. The only thing that's been done off camera really is these back doors, which are quite simple. So I just wanted to show you that, what it actually looked like when you placed everything in the room, and I'll make this scene available for download with a tutorial, so you can kind of dissect it at your leisure. And please feel free to reuse any of my objects if you perhaps didn't follow along to create everything in here. And I'm going to be back in a second with the Marvelous Designer portion of this, so I hope you join me for that, and we'll look at making some great cloth items like this couch, and also all the cloth work for the bed and the other cloth bits and pieces like the curtains. So I hope you've taken something from this tutorial, and hopefully I'll see you in the Marvelous Designer parts. Thank you very much for watching.